Well, hey folks, welcome to another vlog. Today's Monday, and I'm excited because today's the day that my new industrial leather sewing machine is supposed to be delivered by freight, around noon I think. I have a ton of microphones to build and work to do, and I know that as soon as it gets here, I'm just going to want to play with it for the rest of the day. So I'm going to try to get all of that done before it gets here, but I have a few things I want to talk about with you first, just real quick. The first thing is kind of a crazy, sad thing that happened last week. I apologize to those who may be squeamish when it comes to deceased animals, but Bentley was in the dining room and he was looking out the window and he called Becca and I in to see what he was looking at. So there is a dead animal in our yard, and there is a bird of prey of some kind eating it.
I think
Yeah?
it might be too cold out there before then had died.
You think that it died from the cold?
Then a hawk came and started then eat it. Maybe that happened.
That's a big animal, whatever it is.
Did
Yeah.
notice what it is?
You want me to go take a look? It'll scare the hawk away, but he'll probably come back for it.
It's okay. I mean, they're all.
He'll probably eat his fill. I'll go outside before it gets dark to take a look. You want to come too?
No, please, monkey.
Yeah, let's go out here. There he is. Looks like another bird. There he goes. He's gonna sit right up in that tree and watch us. Is that a red-tailed? I can't tell.
Look at those feathers.
Oh no, it's a chicken. Yep. It's one of our neighbor's chickens. That hawk definitely killed that chicken.
How that dog died?
Yeah, the hawk killed it for sure.
How?
Well, hawks have pointy claws and pointy beaks. Well, that's what happens. It's the risk you take having chickens out here. So it's kind of sad because these chickens, there were more of them. I think there's only one now. They kind of roamed the neighborhood and all of the neighbors knew them. And they all, unfortunately, got picked off by wild animals out here. I messaged the owners and they came and picked her up. But hopefully, you know, they get some more chickens in the spring. And I don't know, Becca and I have been talking about maybe getting some too, so we'll see what happens with that. In any case, you know, it was a learning experience for Bentley to see that, you know, wild animals are out there right in our backyard. The next thing I wanted to talk about real quick is an event that I will be attending. In the fall, Chris, Eddie, and I attended Bone 27. We went for 3 days, and at the end of April this year, I will be at Bone 28. Usually a springtime thing, but COVID kind of messed that up last year. As the plan is right now, Bone 28 is going to be at the end of April, and Chris, Eddie, and I will be attending again on Saturday, April 24th. That's the only day we'll be there, and the following day, I think we're going to be hanging out with some friends in New Hampshire to do some more metal detecting. So if you wanted to get some tickets, I think that there are a bunch still available at streeter.org. It's an event that I believe is a week long. So I'm going to try to get some work done and patiently await the delivery man. Watch my security camera. It's here. Let's go get it off the truck. Alright, there she is on the ground. The shipping place said that it was 200 pounds, but it wasn't that. We were able to get it off the truck, just lifting it off. And it looks good, no damage. I was worried that, you know, it was all going to be together and I was going to have to carry it down the stairs. on a dolly by myself, and it's gonna be too heavy, but it looks like it's okay. I'm gonna bring it down in pieces. I'm gonna get this cellophane off and start bringing it downstairs. Well, we got the table and the sewing machine in the house. I'm out of breath. It wasn't 200 pounds, but it's heavy. So now I gotta get it down into the basement, into the workshop. Take a break first. Not positive, but I think it's probably gonna go right here. I'll have to move everything down a little bit, but I think that'll work. Alright, I moved everything down a bit. It fits now with the door open. And we're gonna open this sewing machine box. Let's see what we've got here. Another box. A box inside a box. That has got some weight to it. Nice. So I just set it in there. It's not all set up yet. But I didn't even have to hook anything up yet, and the knee lift already works. You push your knee against the side of this and it lifts up the foot. I'm sure there's going to be some connections I have to make in there. That is my speed reducer. Should be a belt that comes up through here to the wheel. Let's see what's in this little box of treasures. Nice! Geez, they gave me some brown thread. Got a light. Got this. Is this bobbin winder maybe? Bobbins, needles. Hopefully there's an instruction booklet in here for assembly. That must be what this is. A whole bunch of paperwork in there. Awesome. Well, we got it delivered, which is what I was most worried about, because when I talked to the freight company, there was a concern about the snow and the truck. But luckily, our dirt road was clear today. It's the first time in like 3 weeks. We were able to get it delivered. Secondly, I was worried about getting it down the stairs. No problem. Now we just got to get it set up and start making stuff. Alright, well I haven't stitched anything yet. The instruction booklet is quite thorough. And I'm glad I read it first, because there is an oil reservoir in this thing that is empty. So I gotta put some oil in it before I run it. Ooh. We're leaking. We're leaking. What a trick. It's got an overflow hole, but the line is higher than the whatever. We made a little mess. Extra oil can't hurt. Alright, I think I've got it all the way it's supposed to be. I got it at 10. We delivered it at 10, and it is afternoon now. Really been just kind of putting it together. The instructions were great, but not everything was obvious. So we got a little magnetic stopper here. We're gonna try our first kind of real stitch here. Let's see, I gotta drop the foot. Usually 2 of these is a holster, but we're gonna give this a shot. So drop our thing, hold these real tight. that is pretty darn good. Stitches are nice and tight. Excellent. Hey folks, well, it's been a few days now since the sewing machine was delivered, and I've gotten the hang of it. I'm not breaking thread anymore, although I did order a bunch more needles and basting tape. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I need some of it because I just completed my backpack version 2. Let me get it for you. So folks who have been watching these vlogs may remember the last backpack. I used the same leather and the same charcoal waxed canvas, but this time I used nylon webbing and I got some new hardware. And this time I actually made backpack straps from scratch, and I'm still not happy with it. I'm gonna tear this one down, but I will say that this sewing machine worked a whole lot better than the little Singer I was trying to use to sew through this thick leather and canvas. Also, my first time installing a zipper went much easier than I was expecting it. I think that I will probably end up selling these, although they're going to be very limited. I'll probably make them ahead of time and then list 1 or 2 on my website. But this one is, like I said, is getting torn apart because I'm still not happy with it. These straps are way too far apart. I feel like it's too fat. I feel like it needs to be a little bit slimmer. Just the proportions aren't quite right. I don't know. Still needs some work, but I like that it's a roll top. I like the leather and the canvas. And if you have any suggestions about what you think should be added to this, let me know and I'll consider it. But so far, I'm happy with the idea of it, not happy with how it turned out. I've also been doing some new leather products. This is my first wallet, and I will probably sell these on the website as well, but I'm testing this one out. It's been in my pocket for about a week, and I'm just seeing how it wears, seeing what the problems might be. So far, so good though. Also things like card holders. These are pretty simple to put together, and as you can see, the sewing machine works great. So lastly, again, not a ton has been going on with us. No real family adventures this week. We've just been getting dumped on by snow nonstop. It's freezing cold. We have been spending a lot of time inside, just kind of bumming around the house. So I got a new hard drive for my footage for the videos, and I checked my drawer with all my other hard drives for backups and stuff, and I noticed a hard drive that I was using when I first started metal detecting. I opened it up, and there's a bunch of files on there named first large cent, first $50, and all of these firsts, and I don't think I've watched those clips in probably 4 years. So I thought that it might be fun, kind of throw it in and then kind of film my reaction to watching these things for the first time. The large cent should be funny because I found over 100 of them now, and they're still exciting to find, but that first one I remember was quite exciting. So I'm gonna get it all set up, watch it with you for the first time for me in probably 4 years, and maybe first time ever for you folks. So I'm gonna get all that set up. All right, I've got the video all queued up. My very first large cent found metal detecting. It's on my laptop, which is just below the camera lens here, so I'm gonna be looking down a little bit. And right off the bat there is old Bluey, my serrated shovel. I found a lot of good things with that shovel. I broke it a couple winters ago now, trying to get through the frozen ground, but I still think about it fondly. So a little backstory on this place. Up until this point, I think the oldest coin I had found was like a 1900 something Indian head penny in my yard. And this was really kind of the first permission that Eddie and I got, and it was a colonial cornfield. In fact, eventually I found my oldest coin ever here, which is a 1695 British penny. So we had no idea what we were in for here. We found a bunch of old coins, but this was my first large scent. And looking at it now, I don't remember seeing this, but you can see pottery all over the ground. So I'm going to play this and see what happens here. All right, this is ringing up high 80s like a dime. And I will mention too, I was using my Fisher F2 at this point, which was a good machine. I found lots of good stuff with that. Full finger gloves. It is. But roundness. It's round. At this point, Eddie and I were both very into diggers on TV, KG and Ringy. We used to say their catchphrases all the time, which was the roundness, round in the whole thing. We stopped doing that fairly shortly after this. Holy shit, it says 1 cent on the back. I used to curse in videos, apparently. I forgot about that. No. I think that it's a large cent. Wow, it's really... It's all coming back to me now. Eddie was mad at me a little bit about this coin. We were walking, I think I was behind him. I think that he missed it, and I was right behind him, and I found it, and he was upset about it. Or maybe there was some accusations about me going in front of him. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember he was upset about like the first old coin either of us found. Maybe I was in his turf, I don't remember, but you could hear the buzz of his whites. He had like an old whites coin master. United States of America. Oh, my camera was terrible. You can see it. My first camera, it was like a $30 flip something or other, and I didn't focus close up, so everything was blurry, even though I tried to put it right up next to the camera lens, but that's funny. Not much going on. This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever found. It was at that point, for sure. Awesome. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think about after that day, we both found a bunch of old coins, and I think back about how we were going to go back, and like I had trouble sleeping the night before. Like I could not wait to go back and find more old copper coins and buttons. We found a lot of stuff there, but just that memory of his whites buzzing. I think it was June. It was pretty warm, and there was a train we could hear. I think I probably watched those early videos over and over and over again just because I was so excited about finding that stuff. But that was fun. If you folks kind of enjoyed going through these old videos and kind of having my reaction of after not seeing them in forever, maybe we'll do more of them in the future. I've got a bunch. I've got all my firsts on film that really aren't on the channel anymore. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week for a metal detecting video.